going to show you examples of what to do in the opening stage of the game. There's 3 parts of the game in chess: opening, middle game, and end game. Okay, now, the opening stage, what we want to do is we want to get our pieces out as quickly as possible. Now, these are pieces and these are pawns. There's a difference between pawns and pieces. When I say pawns, I'm referring to pawns. When I say pieces, I'm referring to these guys. Now, second of all, there's major pieces and there's minor pieces. Can anybody take a guess what the major pieces are?
The rook and the queen.
Yes. King and queen, good guess. The king is interesting because the king, if we checkmate the king, we lose the game. So the king is not a piece. The king is basically God in chess. The king is there, and you cannot capture the king. You have to checkmate the king. Checkmate is trapping the king where he doesn't have any squares to move to while he's under attack. So first of all, let me show you an example of that. This would be checkmate for white. I mean, black would be checkmating white here because the king is on the edge of the board, okay? He cannot move here. The queen is attacking. The queen is attacking here. The queen is attacking here. The queen is attacking here. It's protected by the king. So therefore, this is checkmate. Now, check is like this. The king has places to move, but he's under attack. The king can move here. The king can move here. The king cannot move here or here because of the queen. Okay, Bowen, you seeing that? Can you see this okay? Okay. So that's check and checkmate. Now, hello, sir. Are you coming to play? No, you're just watching? Okay. Hi, well, I'm Kris. Nice to meet you, Lewis. Nice to meet you, Lewis. Okay. So, anyways, I'm actually giving a lecture if you wanted to watch. It's up to you. Okay, no problem. Anyways, so what you want to do in the beginning of the game, you want to attack the center, and the center are these 4 squares. Now, there's stuff that branches off the center as well. Goes off to the side. It's these 2 squares as well. Some people consider these squares as the center as well. And you can go ahead and find a C, Clay, if you don't have to say. So, anyways, there's 4 central squares. And what we want to do, we want to attack them. And the way we do that is by placing our pawns in the center first, then we bring our pieces into the game. Okay, there's a saying, knights before bishops. The reason they say that, knights can move quicker and get to quicker places faster than the bishops. The reason why, knights can hop over pieces. It's a unique piece. The knight is the only piece that can do that. So the knight could actually go 1, 2, 3. And I know this is review for some people, but some people don't know this. So the knight is now attacking 2 squares. So when it comes down to it, you got to base everything off of principles in chess. And principles are attacking the center, developing pieces. Now when I say developing pieces, you're bringing your pieces out. Chess is like an army. We have to develop every single soldier into battlefield. If we don't, then we're going to have problems. And also there's a saying, one badly placed piece, your whole position is bad. So what you want to do is you want to try and strive to come up with a plan in chess. And the way we do this is basing stuff off of chess principles. So, example, this is something we call double pawns. If you think about it logically, it makes sense because there's 2 pawns in front of each other, so they're like double in a sense. Now, double pawns are not a good thing because they run into the way of each other. Now, if the pawn moves here, then, like in this position, I could take it, but if he moves there, it's going to take another move for black to move this pawn. So, essentially, the pawns get in the way of one another. Okay, so there's all these types of chess principles, and if you go off of chess principles and build every move off of chess principles, you cannot be a bad chess player, because chess is a very logical game, and I feel like I'm surrounded by a lot of smart people right now. That's what I'm getting. So if you guys use your brain is a powerful tool. You guys are going to be good chess players. Okay, so now. The center. So what we want to do in the center is bring our pawns towards the center, and so this would be a good move. Actually, you know what? This would be a good move as well, attacking the center. As long as you follow these principles, you cannot make that bad of a move. Okay? So like this would be a good move too, right? Now, let me ask you guys something. Do you think this is a good move?
No.
No? Okay, why, Bowen?
Oh, because you're not attacking the center.
Okay, and what else? Think about it. Think, what is that knight doing there? Well, what is it not doing there? Think. You can get this. Challenge your brain. You're smart. What is different? What is the knight doing different in the center rather than on the edge of the board? Think about attacking squares. Look at it on here. What is bad about that knight? Take a guess.
Nothing.
Okay, you're right, but what else? Try one more time, and if you don't get it, I'll call on someone else, okay? Can you try for me? Do it, it's all you. No pressure. No pressure, me and you. No pressure, me and you. Go with your instinct. Go with what you feel. Hey, Sherman. Hey, how are you? Good. Find a seat. Find the best board that you feel comfortable with.
Okay.
And green and blue, pick your favorite color, play your best, and blue do fine.
Yeah.
Okay. You want me to get something? Okay, that's okay. Can anybody else tell me what this knight does? What doesn't it do here rather than on something? Okay, what's the difference between, let's try this differently. What's the difference between this knight here and this knight here? It is in the center. It is in the center, but what is wrong about this knight? Think logically. Remember, we want to attack squares and chess. We want to defend squares and chess. Think logically, and you guys will understand what I'm about to tell you, okay? Can anybody take a guess? There's no rush because we're still waiting on people, so.
Just tell them through, you know.
No, I want to see if they can get it.
It's been long enough, you know.
Yeah, I got it.
Because he's boxing the rook and the pawn.
Can you be more specific?
Because he's in front of them, and they would need to move forwards.
Okay, sort of. It does block, okay. It blocks in the pawn, true. And that's a good point, that's a good thing to think of. But we gotta ask ourselves, is this a good pawn? Probably not, because the center is over here. So it's not that great of a pawn. That wasn't what I was looking for, but that's a good thing to point out.
Does it just limit the attack mode? I mean, you're boxing it in.
Can you word it different? I gotta relate to this, what you're saying.
What did I start?
Sorry, my brain works weird, so I have to process things in a certain way.
How can I say this? It's boxed in, so it limits its own moves in protecting anything else or attacking the other.
Yes. What she is saying is this knight controls more territory, controls more squares. This knight does not. This knight only controls 3 squares right now. So what we want to do is we want to maximize efficiency in chess. We want to get our pieces out, deploy them, do job, do work. I like that saying very much, do work, because our pieces need to do work. Okay, so I think we're pretty much ready to start here. And what we're going to do is, since there's not a lot of people here, if we finish the game, what we'll do is we'll actually switch colors, okay, and we can play again. And hopefully by then, more people will show up. So are you guys going to play?